So, hello, Libra, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. It is a general message, so take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. This is for Libra suns and those with strong or significant Libra in their chart. If you know what house Libra rules and what's in there, this might give you some insight into a very particular area of your life. All right, if it doesn't resonate, don't force it to fit. For those of you not familiar with me or the channel, I have no filter and I don't sugarcoat my messages. So if that is not your thing, or you have children around, or you just don't appreciate that kind of a message, I'm always very respectful of that, and I'm giving you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, Libra, we are getting into the energies for August. Now, I'm using my Naked Heart Tarot as a light or conscious insight, and then I'm using my Night Sun Tarot as a subconscious or shadow insight, and I'm using my Quan and Oracle cards as guidance. So, starting with the tops and bottoms of the Naked Heart Tarot, we have the Three of Cups on the top and the Heart of Cups or the Queen of Cups on the bottom. So, this Queen of Cups, this underlying energy on the conscious mind that's driving you, is this nurturing heart, right? Libra underneath is a big nurturing heart. They just want to take care of everybody, see everybody happy. They don't want anybody stressed out. They don't want anybody, arguing or in confrontation. Like, they just want everybody to be happy. And so they're focused on a way to create their joy and abundance while also giving. Okay, they're looking to create their abundance while also giving, because we have the Three of Cups twice, because it's also on the top and bottom of the Night Sun Tarot. There may be a lot of people involved. Okay, there may be a lot of people involved. With the bottom of the Night and Sun Tarot and the top of the Night Sun Tarot, we have the Eight of Cups on the bottom and the Three of Cups on the top. So, right, Three of Cups on top of both decks, right? Three of Cups is on the top. So, really, all they want to do is be happy and be abundant and let that ripple. The issue is the underlying Eight of Cups energy on the shadow deck is needing to evaluate emotionally what's worth investing in and what is not. Because if it's draining your capacity to do other things, then it's not worth it, right? It's not worth it. It's not adding. It's not filling you up. It's just taking or draining or stressing you out, and it's not creating happy moments, right? It's just a constant drain. So there's this issue of wanting to have this big heart, wanting to see everybody happy, wanting there to be no fighting, no arguing, just everybody getting along, this abundant energy between everyone, and also knowing that maybe some of these are energetically dead weight. Some of these connections or environments or situations are emotional, right? Emotional dead weight, and it's not fulfilling. It's taking too much of your emotion that should be going to other places, right? That should be invested in other places. Getting into the overall message, we have the Hanged Man clarified by the Ten of Wands. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse clarified by the Innocent of Pentacles. The Sky Father or the Emperor in reverse clarified by the Spirit of Wands. And this energy, starting out with the Hanged Man and the Ten of Wands, you really need to shift perspectives, right? With the Hanged Man, really need to shift perspectives in your shadow element with the bat, because it's a creature of the night, right? So really needing to shift your perspective to understanding your shadow, right? Your shadow side, and embracing the shadow side. So we'll get to those cards in a minute. But this is about really embracing a different perspective because you're overburdened. Right? It's literally like the straw that broke the camel's back. It's too much pressure, spiritual pressure, right? Wands. It's too much spiritual pressure to perform or be or continue, because it's almost, it's like a bleeding out, right? This Two of Cups in the reverse with the Innocent of Pentacles, you're bleeding out over something. It could be a youth, right? With the Innocent of Pentacles, it could be a youth. It could be a very immature person. It could be a very, almost childlike or innocent stuck energy, because they just don't know how to move forward. They don't know how to push themselves. Like, even if you were to tell them, like, it would be like, I don't know how to get up. Help me up, right? Because it looks like this, the little, I guess it's like a baby buffalo on the Innocent of Pentacles, it doesn't look like it's strong enough to necessarily walk yet on its own. And so you have this heartfelt attachment, right, with the Two of Cups that's either separating, or it's not there like you thought, or there's a block to it, right? Or there's a block to it, because this Two of Cups represents a very deep soul connection, someone that you have a lot of love for, someone that feels like a little missing piece of you, right? It's a sacred connected energy. And being in reverse, there might be just something in your way of connecting with it the way you want, especially if it is a youth. There might be just something keeping you from connecting in your heart space with them the way that you want. With the Emperor in the reverse, clarified by the Spirit of Wands or the King of Wands, this energy with the Emperor in reverse means the action's not being taken or a choice is not being made. There's an action or a choice not being made. So the perspective shift needs to happen when it comes to this heartfelt connection that you have with whatever this Innocent of Coins represents for you. It might be an offer that you're not receiving, right? It could be a gift that you're not receiving from someone that you care about. It could be disappointed that someone is not showing up for you the way you have shown up for them, or considering you the way you've considered them. With the Emperor in reverse and the Spirit of Wands, in order to get the Emperor upright, because the King of Wands, the Spirit of Wands, is typically a non-committal king in that they are only interested in their own particular tunnel vision for themselves, right? They're only geared into this one, spiritual tunnel track, this one-way track for themselves. That the Emperor is in the reverse and the Two of Cups, which is soulmates, in reverse. I think you might need to call in a soulmate to help you, or call in a Heart of Cups, Queen of Cups energy, right, to help you out. Virgo also had a Queen of Cups energy that was very much aiding them. So, if you're a cusper, that might pertain to you. When we get into the shadow elements, right, when it comes to understanding the Hanged Man in your reading, when we get to the shadow cards with the Night Sun Tarot, we have the Strength card clarified by the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords clarified by the Star. This energy is requiring you to, and if you look at the Strength card, you can see that this person is pulling out whatever is blocking the lion's throat. The lion or Leo energy, the heart chakra, it is pulling out whatever truth is in the way of you having what is closest to your heart and what your heart is most loyal to. Any or all of them, or whatever. Whatever it is that your heart is loyal to, the universe is removing whatever blocks there are to the truth in order for you to have them all, right? In order for you to have them all. You may think that not taking certain actions or doing it on your own, doing it alone, right? King of Wands, doing it alone is the right thing, but it's the perspective shift that needs to happen. I mean, you can see the Hanged Man card upside down with everything else in that row upside down. This is a very huge shift in how you take actions in accordance with what you love and how to obtain it. So this is about letting the truth out. Clarified by the Two of Swords, you're really torn on whether or not you want to open this truth box, right? Because it feels like Pandora's box. However, it does come out with the Ace of Swords and the Star card, which is the absolute wish fulfillment. The truth sets you free. Quite literally, the truth sets you free. Your whole truth and nothing but the truth, from start to finish, with your big heart. With your big heart that just wants everybody to get along, that just wants everybody to be a part of a unit, right? When we get into the guidance energy with Kuan Yin, the many hands of the goddess and the gates of heaven, these cards let me tell you something. These cards talk about, because the many hands of the goddess, these cards talk about a single solution to many problems at once. It's like two birds at one stone, only I feel like there's definitely more than two birds, okay? There's many issues or problems, especially pertaining to this Two of Cups energy, Emperor in reverse energy. There's many little problems, and there's a solution to all of them. The gates of heaven came out with it. The gates of heaven is about choosing to relinquish the control of lower vibrational people on your choices. That they no longer hold sway, weight, anything in the choosing of your highest good path. Whatever joy, whatever abundance, whatever overflow, whatever vision of everybody being fucking happy that you have. They have no more say in when you are or aren't allowed to feel happy and full. This is going back and addressing this Eight of Cups energy on the bottom of the shadow deck, right? Our shadow, our subconscious. Knowing that there are certain energies in your experience that need to be put in their place, if not severed. Your connection with them, attachment to them, whatever it is, it has to be either put in its place or severed, right? Depending on the circumstance, depending on what, issue this is that's resonating for you. There's people, right? There's people in your environment, whether you're aware of them or not, conscious of them or not, whether they are conscious and aware of you or not, it doesn't matter. The universe is moving around so many pieces in the background for you in order to help you finally release yourself from what might feel like a curse. It could feel like the biggest mistake of your life. Even if there's beautiful things attached to it. Even if there's beautiful things attached to it. The actual source of the toxicity needs to be dealt with, right? And so the universe is saying, listen, whatever you can't handle, whatever you can't solve, give it to us, right? The divine feminine, goddess Kuan Yin, the high mother. Give it to the source, give it to the universe, give it to your higher self. And trust that whatever needs to be said will be said at the right time. I do think that if anything this month, the universe is very much pushing you towards your truth. I don't know if it will or won't come out yet with the Emperor in reverse, but I think the universe is definitely driving you to unblock the throat chakra. Let me read just a little bit of these cards for you. It says, many hands of the goddess. The goddess Kuan Yin brings blessings to multiple projects in many different parts of your life and consciousness. She is not limited to one task at a time. So do not be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and creative genius now, for there is much that you can accomplish together, and she wants to assist you. Sometimes we focus on one task at a time. Sometimes we focus on many. Sometimes many tasks become draining, and so we have to refocus and do one at a time. There's many times where sometimes the solution is limiting your focus and streamlining, and sometimes it's knowing that doing one thing sets off the domino, right? Sets off the chain reaction, and it's just one solution after another solution after another solution that you didn't even have to go chasing or trying to find. The spirit is letting you know on a subconscious level in the shadow whether, what you're manifesting, whether you realize it or not, is the removal of the truth from within the self in order to manifest your soul's greatest wish. So no matter what you end up choosing this month, the divine mother, your heart space, your subconscious higher self that wants you to thrive and have everything and everyone be happy, will win out It's just a matter of how that comes to pass and how maybe even how difficult you make it on yourself. Because the gates of heaven, it says all beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Kuan Yin shines tireless compassion upon all life to this end. Yet sometimes attachments and lower vibrational beings, entities, elementals become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide in human energy instead. And this blocks liberation and lower vibrational beings. This blocks progress towards liberation, where human beings and lower vibrational beings can pass through the gates of heaven into peace, bliss, and homecoming to the spiritual source of all life. Sometimes we need to find beings along their way and bring them to their light. They can get attached to earthly energies, people, places, and things, like trying to enter a forbidden city. Okay, so I read this in advance. So listen, this is about understanding that there are some energies that are lower than yours that are stuck in place, right? Hanged man energy, they're stuck in place, and you're either going to stagnate with them, you're going to let them keep you stuck, or you're going to choose to move forward and you're going to choose to free yourself and you're going to choose to let the truth out, because the people that are stagnating in their lower vibrational energies will always stagnate there and they will always keep you there, and you will never progress beyond them. You will never elevate to relationship dynamics or giving and receiving with the universe and all of its blessings in life, staying attached to them, right? Or allowing them to stay attached to you, okay? Energetically speaking, because, you can have certain connections with people, whether they're business, family, financial, it doesn't matter. Relationships, you can have all kinds of attachments to people, but whether their energy is attached to you or draining you or not is entirely different. And so this is allowing you to disconnect from whatever the burden is to help you connect with whatever that soulmate innocence of coin energy is, helping you get the abundance. So I hope this helps, Libra. Just know, even if you don't know the way, your soul does, your spirit does. Whatever the truth is, it will come out and it will set you free at the right time. No matter what the universe has to do that, it's going to knock out a bunch of your problems at once. I just do have that feeling. It's going to knock out a bunch of your problems with one solution. And I think that's definitely something to look forward to. Okay, I think that's definitely something to look forward to overall. I hope that helps, because by the time this is all said and done, those gates of heaven, that's the whole point. You get to walk through into a life of peace and bliss and fulfillment and stability, and you're not worrying and you're not stressed out, so the universe is working with you, Libra, absolutely, to create the life that you always wanted to live. All right. So I hope that helps. If you guys want more from me, all of my information's in the description below. Until next time, guys, this is Divine Rebel Racey signing off. Remember, always love each other, and most importantly, love yourself. Take care, guys.